Hello everyone. Today I'm going to make some minestrone soup for two. Well, probably for 3 or 4, but we'll say it's for 2. Alright, first off, I have a little butter in a pan here. We're going to heat that up. We're going to saute some vegetables that I already sliced. I'll give you a shot. There we go. Alright, we have a little onion, some celery, some carrots, some green pepper, and some cabbage. Yes, that's right, some cabbage. We're going to put some in. There are 1,000 different ways you can make minestrone soup. You can make it with the vegetables that you like, and it'll be delicious. Basically, we're going to saute these vegetables. We're going to add in some beef and chicken stock. Not beef, vegetable and chicken. Some people add just vegetable. You can add whatever stock you want. And then we'll add in a 1/2 cup or a 1/4 cup of pasta. Today I'm using healthy carb elbow macaroni. Yummy, yummy. And then season it to taste. Now, generally if you have fresh herbs, then you want to throw some fresh herbs in there, like oregano, parsley, whatever you got. I'm going to be using some dried Italian seasoning with just the extra hint of basil, maybe a little bit of black pepper, and that's it. Okay, butter's ready, so we're going to get to cooking. Add all your veggies and let them saute a while. We're going to add in a little garlic. Just a little bit of garlic. Because that's the way we like it. Okay, let that simmer. That'll take a good 5 or 10 minutes. So we'll pause the video for now. Okay, but first I want you to notice I left the carrots in larger chunks this time, along with the celery. It's in larger chunks. That'll make for a prettier soup. Some of your more classic minestrone soups will have zucchini in it, kale, spinach, various things like that. Italian green beans are in them sometimes. But we're not going to add all that. We're just going to go with this, because that's what we have. And that's the way we like it. Ta-da! Okay, the onions are starting to get translucent. Actually, they're starting to brown up a little bit. So that's a good thing. That means we got it good and ready. Alright, next on the chopping block, I'm going to add some petite diced tomatoes. They're Italian seasoned, so that's going to help offset a lot of the missing herbs that we're not using. Add those tomatoes in a while and let them get good and hot, and then they'll start melting. That's what we like. We want them to melt. Yummy. Now, next I took a can of red beans and white beans, and I drained them to get all the salty stuff off. And we got half of it here. We're only using half a can of each because we want a smaller volume of soup instead of a full Monty. If you wanted to go full Monty, that's fine. That'll produce more soup. But put the whole can of each bean and the whole can of tomatoes. But my plan is I'm going to use the other half of the beans and tomatoes for a little batch of chili later in the week. Okay, you can see it's starting to boil up a little bit. That's what we want. Now we're going to add in the beanie weenies. Yes, beanies. Give it a good mixing. Alright. Next will be some stock. So we'll just add about 2 or 4 cups of water. We'll see how it looks. Somewhere between 2 and 200. There's 2 cups. Yeah, we'll do another cup. That's going to be very chunky soup. See that? That's chunky monkey. Alright, here's another. Yeah, 2 more cups. Alright, 4 cups. That's a lot of soup. But the good thing about making this soup is you can cool down and freeze the leftovers. Absolutely, yes you can. Alright, we got some water in there. Now, what's missing? Let's see. We got to add some stock. We're going to add just a teaspoon of chicken. Yes. And we're going to add half a teaspoon of veggie stock because it's pretty potent stuff. And then for a kicker, I'm going to add 1 tomato cube, bouillon de tomato. That'll help give it a little more tomato flavor since I kind of robbed it of tomatoes. Okay, we're going to let that simmer a while. Oh, alright, let's throw in a little bit of basil. Just to give it an extra yummy flavor. Just a pinch of Italian. Alright. Now when we get this up to simmer a little bit, most people like to add the pasta right away. And they don't really give this stuff enough time to simmer. I like to cook it a while before I add the pasta. That gives these flavors more of a time to meld together before adding the pasta. Once we add the pasta, it'll be done in just a few minutes. And we don't want to overcook the pasta while trying to get all the flavors melded. So, alright, we're going to let that sit a while and simmer. Just for giggles and wiggles, I'm going to add in just a small bit of mixed veggie, which is mostly green beans. A couple of carrots and corn, but just a little bit, just to add a variance in the color. Oh yeah, it's looking prettier when you add that in. See, it's looking more yummy by the minute.